You were told a lie from the moment you entered the education system, programmed with a single fatal instruction that said, "Do your best, and you will be rewarded." In a logical world, this would be true because input equals output. But the corporate workplace is not a logical system. It is a political one. If you are the smartest person in the room, and yet you are the most overworked and underpaid, you are not suffering from a mindset issue. You are suffering from a critical system design failure we call the curse of competence, where high efficiency is not treated as talent, but as a utility. Think back to last Tuesday night, when you were likely the only one left in the office, fixing a critical error that nobody else could solve. The lights were dim, and the cleaning crew was already vacuuming around your desk, while you saved the deadline and saved the client from disaster. Now, answer this honestly. Did you get a promotion the next morning? Or did you just get a thank you and a harder project to manage? This is the glitch in the matrix because in modern management, when you operate at 110% capacity, you don't unlock the next level of your career. You simply prove to the system that you can function without maintenance, becoming the load-bearing wall that can never be moved until the building collapses. Let's look at the source code of your manager's behavior by imagining a massive server farm where one server processes data twice as fast as the others. The load balancer doesn't shut it down to rest. It redirects more traffic to it, maximizing throughput until that server eventually hits thermal throttling. This is exactly what is happening to you, and we call it the performance punishment, where your reward for efficiency is simply more work. When you finish a project in 2 hours that takes your colleagues 8, the reward is not 6 hours of freedom, but 6 hours of their unfinished work. You are inadvertently signaling to management that your bandwidth is infinite, and you are training them to overload you with every task they can find. By being the fixer, or the reliable one, you are digging your own grave because you solve problems so quietly that management assumes they were never difficult. Your competence has become invisible, like the duck syndrome where you look calm above water but are paddling violently below just to stay afloat. Management only sees the calm duck, not the struggle. And in this economy, if your struggle is invisible, your leverage is zero. Why aren't you being promoted despite your high performance? The answer is colder than you think. It is not because they don't see your value. It is precisely because they see it too clearly, and you have fallen into the reliability trap, becoming a critical dependency in a single point of failure. If your manager promotes you, who will do the heavy lifting? Who will fix the legacy code? And who will handle the difficult clients? Promoting you would create a vacuum that they are too incompetent to fill, so keeping you in your current role is an act of risk management. They will use specific scripts to keep you there, and recognizing these scripts is your first line of defense against their manipulation. Script 1 is, "We need you to stabilize the team first," which translates to, "You are the glue holding this broken department together." Script 2 is, "You are too valuable to lose on this project," which means hiring someone to replace you would cost 30% more than your current salary. Script 3 is, "Just keep doing what you're doing, we're watching," which means they are buffering and extracting maximum value before you eventually burn out. Think about the colleague who got promoted last year. They were probably not smarter than you, but they were manageable and highly visible. So, how do you break the loop and escape the curse? You must stop optimizing for efficiency and start optimizing for leverage. This requires a difficult update to your internal operating system, because you must stop being the hero who saves everyone else. Step 1 is strategic incompetence, where you do not fix every bug you see, and if a process is broken, you let it fail occasionally. Management only invests in fixing problems that cause them pain. So if you silently catch every falling plate, they will never buy a better table. Let the plates fall, let the noise be heard, and let the manager feel the heat of the fire you usually put out for them. Step 2 is visible execution, which means you must stop doing ghost work, which is the critical maintenance you do in the background that nobody sees. If it doesn't end up on a PowerPoint slide, it didn't happen. So shift your energy to high visibility tasks that actually get tracked. The system rewards optics, not reality. So you must become a marketer of your own labor rather than just a silent operator. Step 3 is remove the dependency. By documenting your processes and automating your workflows to make it clear your value lies in strategy. If you are the only one who can run the machine, you are the machine, and machines don't get promoted. Operators get promoted. Step 4 is the no protocol, where you learn to reject work that does not serve your visibility by forcing them to make a trade-off. When they ask you to take on a new urgent task, do not say yes. Say, I can do that, but which of my current priorities should I drop? The corporate world is not a meritocracy. It is a market where your labor is the product and your competence is the feature. But if you give away all your premium features for the basic subscription price, the market will never offer you a better deal. You must throttle your output and protect your CPU because the system will not mourn your ashes. It will simply replace you with a fresh battery. You have a choice today. Continue to be the silent hero waiting for a reward that will never come, or rewrite your algorithm. You can choose to be strategic, calculated, and most importantly, willing to let the system glitch to force a necessary reboot. Because sometimes, the only way to get IT to fix the server is to let it crash and force them to pay attention. If this analysis resonated with your current operational status, subscribe to the Workplace Strategy Lab for more declassified career protocols. In the next briefing, we will deconstruct weaponized feedback and how to handle a manager who gaslights you during performance reviews. System offline.